Hi, it's Joey Babineau from Day Job Hacks, and in this video I'm going to show you some of the biggest mistakes you can make when starting out and building your own website. And I'm going to show a live example, and I'm going to show you how to save all of the headaches that you get out of building it wrong from the start. Okay, so Powerhouse Affiliate. This is a domain that I bought and purchased in 2013, okay? Now this is a tool I use, it's called SEMRush. You can get a free version of it by going to dayjobhacks.com/SEMRush, okay? dayjobhacks.com/SEMRush, where you can actually sign up and test this out for free. But what I'm going to show you today is some of the information I get inside this tool that shows me a lot of the mistakes that were made on this website, Powerhouse Affiliate, and how you can prevent yourself from going down the same road, because there's going to be a ton of work to get this back to where it's supposed to be, okay? So again, I bought this domain in 2013. Back then, I had no experience in search engine optimization. I was fully involved in paid traffic and media buying, okay? Powerhouse Affiliate was built to train people on how to buy traffic, and now it has actually moved into teaching people more about how to build long-term stable businesses by creating authority sites online. So that is the purpose of Day Job Hacks, and that is why today I want to show you the right way to build a website from the start so that you understand how much work is involved if you actually start with the wrong information. Okay, so this tool allows me to come in and plug in powerhouseaffiliate.com and do a site audit. That is the first thing you do. If you have a bunch of content you've already created and you're not seeing any results, then this tool will help you first do your site audit. So I'm not going to get into all of the features today of SEMrush. There will be more videos and some of the data that you can see as we continue to fix Powerhouse Affiliate's search engine optimization so that it is up there and it's where it's supposed to be, because currently right now the domain authority on this website is about half of what it should be with a domain that is as old as 2013, okay? So what I've learned is that there are 869 pages on this website with issues out of 4,000 checked. So that means there's almost like a quarter of the data and information on this site has problems. And that is bad, because now Google is looking at this site as a whole and saying, you know what, we're not going to rank this site against the competition, because really there's so many other sites out there that probably have a 95% score, and this 55 is just not good. It has to be fixed. And the reason for that is because right from the get-go, I didn't do keyword research, I didn't have a content plan, and I didn't execute the plan properly. I just kind of randomly had posts posted in topics that I thought were great for the niche and for the people that were trying to learn how to buy traffic, but I wasn't doing proper keyword research, and I wasn't backlinking, and I wasn't linking internally to my own content. So now let's click on this and look at a little bit more detail as to what's happening in here inside the tool, and to show you what mistakes I made. Now if you come in here and now we look at Powerhouse Affiliate, there's 7,184 errors, okay? Now there are actually 3,079 broken pages. Now this is just not good, okay? These are issues that are broken. I have to fix this all, or else the whole site is just going to be not indexed. And that is why there's no real traffic coming to the blog, is because of these issues. So for me to have to go back and fix all of these issues now, where I'm constantly working on my own paid traffic campaigns and I'm making money doing that, and I'm building other authority sites with proper SEO, there's just no time in the day for me to go back and fix all this. So now I have to actually hire somebody to do this for me, which is not what I precisely want to do, but I have to do it if I want this site to be where it's supposed to be, okay? This is a site that I value because I put a lot of time into it in terms of providing great training inside about paid media buying, as well as the new content that we've created in terms of case studies and webinars about how to build real powerful websites, okay? So the fact that this isn't up to speed is just a sign that I must fix this and do what's involved in fixing this now. So what I've actually done is I have actually gone to upwork.com and I've posted a job to fix all of the on-page optimization problems on this website. And I actually found a guy that will do it for $8 an hour, which is actually a lot better than me doing it myself, because I find my time is worth a lot more if I can focus it on the other parts of my business in terms of marketing my own campaigns, as well as providing more focus to the members inside Powerhouse Affiliate in terms of training and that kind of thing. So $8 an hour is a cheap price to me in terms of paying this person or agency to come in and fix all of these errors. But let me just tell you what I should have done from in the first place, okay? So let's go over to the blog and I'll show you some of the things that I did wrong that immediately need to be fixed. So here I am on the Powerhouse Affiliate blog, and there's not a lot of I've kept it pretty clean, okay? So that's good in terms of SEO, but one of the things that I did wrong at first was I put it on a subdomain. So instead of powerhouseaffiliate.com/blog, it was blog.powerhouseaffiliate.com, which right from the start caused a whole bunch of problems in terms of analytics, going to Google Analytics and looking at the data. There was a lot of double traffic, and there was a lot of like miscalculations because Google was kind of treating it as two websites as opposed to just one website, which is powerhouseaffiliate.com/blog. So what I did immediately upon looking at this information on Powerhouse Affiliate was I realized that a lot of the issues stemmed around the fact that I was on a subdomain. Okay, so what I've done is I've just recently moved it over to its own folder, so I had to actually do a complete migration of WordPress over to the blog. Now, another big problem I had with this blog here is that I was not doing proper internal linking. So every blog post should have a link out to another blog post. At least one or two of these should be on every post, okay? And so what I was doing is I was linking, to some sites, which is also good, but I wasn't doing any internal linking. I wasn't sending traffic back to my pages. And what this does is not only improves the crawlability of my site, so Google sees that it's all about this content, but it also gets more page views, which means I'll make more money from these AdSense ads over here, because I've calculated that about out of every 1,000 visitors to this page or to any page on this blog, out of every 1,000 visitors, I'm making about $20 in revenue just from these clicks on these ads. Okay, so if I can get more page views by getting people to visit more pages on my site, there's a more likelihood that they will click on one of these ads, either join my list here, or join AdSense, or like the Facebook page and all that kind of stuff. But the only way they'll do that is if they find value in the content that is being distributed here. Now, another big mistake I made is I never did proper keyword research for the actual blog posts. Now, there's some guest posts here, and there's some people that work for me that write posts as well. We never ever really did proper. There's some that are actually done properly, but not the whole site. And as you can see, this tool will actually tell me those pages that don't have the proper search engine optimization done. So there's another tool I want to show you quickly in a second, but that is the two main things that I did wrong. No internal linking, no keywords in the title and throughout the post. So if I was really to be doing this properly, let's just go look at some of the posts here. Ways to make money on the side. Now, this was one that I did properly. Ways to make money on the side was the keyword I was targeting. So when you click on that, you'll see that throughout, I have it bolded here, ways to make money on the side, and throughout the article, there are headlines, there are, different pieces of information here. I'm linking out to the website itself, and I've got a lot of content on here teaching people, different ways to make money on the side online. So this was done properly, but this was in 2019, right? Now, if you go back to 2013 and start looking at all the content that was created over the years, there are many that were done improperly. So now let me show you a tool that I've actually installed on here that is going to help myself as well as the team that writes on this website and blog to make sure that every time we now post a blog post, there will be proper search engine optimization done. Meanwhile, we have the professional SEO agency fixing all of the old issues throughout, and we might even do a redesign on the blog just so we have more availability for different ad placements and stuff like that to maximize things, I guess, in terms of sharing as well. Like you can see, we have some sharing things here, but we could probably stand to have some more down at the bottom. All that kind of stuff is what helps your site get shared and people come back to your site. So now let me just show you that tool quickly. Okay, so here we are inside. Now if I was to actually add a post now to this site, then what you'll see is I have this plugin now up here, Rank Math SEO, and this is a great tool. Now there's another one called Yoast.com. You can use either or, but I find there are more features on the Rank Math, and this is again a free tool you can use in terms of setting up blog posts with proper search engine optimization. So now let's just do a quick example here. If I was to do an article about affiliate marketing, now I would never just write an article about affiliate marketing because the keyword is way too competitive. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find keywords that are less competitive, and to do that I would again come back to this tool here and I would use their keyword and analytics tool, which is right here. So let's come in here and I'll show you that keyword analytics magic tool. Now this magic tool is not, the best one out there, to be honest. The best one I find is Google Keyword Planner, which is right over here. You can come to Google Ads and you can use their tool. Now this is obviously the most accurate I find because they would know how many searches are being done on their network. But again, even these numbers aren't accurate, to be honest. The only accurate numbers I find are through my paid search campaigns, through either Bing. Here's a paid search campaign that I'm running, and you can see these numbers, the impressions that I'm actually getting on paid ads, are the most accurate numbers for keyword research, but you'd have to set up ads in order to do that. I do ads on Google search and on Bing, and I can get this data and I can see which keywords are converting, and then I can start aiming my articles towards these keywords that I find that are actually getting me leads and customers. So for example, let's just say I'm writing an article about top 10 affiliate programs. From here you can see I got 16 impressions in the last few days. Now if I was to come and plug in this keyword right here, top 10 affiliate programs, into the keyword magic tool, you would see that this says it only gets 10 searches a month out of all US traffic and all search engines. So you can see the number is already not correct in this tool, and it's probably the same in Google Keyword Tool. It's not going to be correct. So you cannot rely heavily on these numbers. Do not just think that because there's only 10 searches that you'll never get any traffic. It's not true. These numbers are inaccurate, and that's a fact. And if anybody wants to dispute that, I'm sure you can post your comments below. But there are a ton of keywords out there that I've searched on here that have volume really low, and they do get searches, and I do get traffic from them daily. So don't miss out on good opportunities just because these tools tell you there are no searches. It's a big mistake. So top 10 affiliate programs. Let's just say that's the one I want to post here, and we'll do top 10 affiliate programs, and that's what I'm going to write about today. And let's just say I put in a little bit of information here. We'll just say top 10 affiliate programs. I don't want to get into a big post here. I'm just going to show you some of the things that this plugin will allow me to do. So I've come down here now, and once I get down to the actual information here in the rank math, I can add in the actual focus keyword. So this is top 10 affiliate programs is the focus of this. And now, as you can see, my score is 7 out of 100 because I don't have any of these things completed yet. There is an entire checklist of things I have to accomplish in order to get my search engine optimization up to speed on this blog post, okay? So my title has a positive or negative sentiment. You can see this, right? My title obviously has my focus keyword, so that's a checkbox, okay? For some reason, it's just being a little weird here on my computer, but you can see I've already accomplished a few of these things just by having the title, and it says I have a short paragraph, but that is obviously just a little glitch there. But what it's showing me is basically a list of all of the things I need to do in order to make sure I have the proper amount of information in this blog post. So what it's saying here is a couple things, like the keyword density needs to be a certain amount, and if it's not proper, like how many times I use that keyword throughout the article, it'll tell me I have to have an external and internal link. So you can see here, add internal links. I haven't done that yet. Add a do follow link pointing to another resource. So if I was linking out to another site that's not mine or another one of my websites, this is the link they're asking me to put in here. You can see other external sources here I should be linking to. Focus keyword is not found in a subheading, so I should have a heading with a different H1 or H2 or H3 setting here and put the keyword in there. I'm sure there's one here for images and all that kind of stuff as you go down, okay? So these are the things I follow now, and people on my team will follow in order to make sure we're properly doing search engine optimization. Now there's a few other advanced and other features here that you should also be doing, like advanced. You can see some of the other things in here. Now the rich snippet is what if you want to try and rank in Google for those snippets that show up in the results answering a question. So this is another tactic to use as well. So you can also see it monitors all of the pages that are 404. So when I come back in here, like even though this tool also does it, SEMRush, it also does it inside in this plugin. So this is a very valuable plugin, I find. It's free, so I would definitely use that while you're building your own authority marketing or authority website in any niche. This is the type of tool you should be using, as well as SEMrush, which helps you analyze your competition, find more keyword ideas. There's so much more inside SEMrush that I'm not going to get into it because I will in future videos. But the moral of today's story is just to make sure you start doing your start building your site right from the start. So if like all of the problems that I have in this project now, I have to go back and fix, and it just kind of makes me think, wow, if I would have just done it properly from the start, I could have saved so much money and time, and I'd probably have 5 to 10 times more traffic coming to this blog now over several years, where my health score is only 55. I should be up to 95, and I can assure you, as we start to plug in all of these other tools into this, within maybe a few weeks to a couple months, I'm going to start seeing some major changes here, and I'll update you as we start making those changes and showing you some of the results in terms of what's happening on the Powerhouse Affiliate blog and trying to get that content back to where it should be. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please put a thumbs up or at least comment, ask some questions, post your comments if you've used these tools and how you use them to effectively build your websites. And please subscribe so that you can stay in tune with what's happening and see some other future videos that are coming out. Thanks a lot.